Hi guys, Dogre here with a new video, and this video will be my third take on the video because again I make long ass videos and talk about nothing until I realize I talked about nothing. So let's be short and sweet. I am playing on Cataclysm right now. So I've tried retail again. I've tried the War Within again. Like I said on the community post, I wanted to be elite, having the elite sets on every single character. I get met by Q times, and I said like I don't care. I'll be just playing classic while I'm doing that. And the issue is I found myself playing way more Cataclysm in classic than retail, and then decided to say, look, I'm actually having more fun on Cataclysm retail. Why Cataclysm and classic? Why am I torturing myself with playing retail just for the sake of playing retail? And I do love the game, right? I do love retail. I do love what the game is. I think what I kind of have right now is like a disgust of the amount of bloat there is, especially in PvP, but also in PvE, to be fair. Like the amount of bloat you have on your screen, the amount of like dots you have, the row of dots you can have on your character, the amount of buffs you could have on your character, the amount of passives that are popping and modifies your damage, and you really live and die because of procs. And it's not the same. You would say Cataclysm is kind of the same, and yes, Cataclysm is the first step probably towards the direction of retail. And then you have Mob, which really is the same. It's step number 2, and then you have Walls of Draenor, which I found okay in PvP at least. And then Legion, it's where they kind of cut abilities, and then they added abilities again because people were complaining because of that, and it become way more complicated every single time. And I don't care about I would say like being it hard, or because again I don't play with weak auras, or like I have very minimal weak auras. Like for example, tracking my master weapon as an enhancement shaman. So it's not like I need the weak auras to tell me that I'm in danger, because I will know that I'm in danger because by just seeing the character glowing, pretty much. Like Avenging Wrath is something you can see. You don't need to have a weak aura telling you that he popped wings. But some people do, and that's okay. But for me, I don't need it, and that's normal because I play also 20 years this game. So things I recognize. I'll play also every single class, so I also understand when someone is in danger or when someone is bringing the danger to me. But I play too much classic. I play too much Cataclysm right now, and playing retail. Even though I won a social full lobby on my warrior and even a solo QRBG with my warrior, those two games were very hard for me to keep playing though. Like I didn't find any fun, and it's weird because I want to have fun on it, but I didn't find it fun compared to other versions of the game. By itself, if I didn't play classic or Cataclysm, I might be still playing retail. But now you have such a abundance in choice, in player choice, in version choices, that you don't need to force yourself on retail or the War Within to enjoy World of Warcraft, because you have literally Cataclysm, that which is going to become Mists of Pandaria, and you have Classic and even SOD, which I also started playing again. I even raided on my Rogue, and kind of find fun as well doing PvE and PvP stuff. It's really weird how I think retail, I see it more as a singular game mode with PvP, where queue times are ridiculous. I found the queue times on Cataclysm way lower for some reason. I don't know why or how, because there are just simply less players. So there is no reason for it to be like this. If I'm queuing a random BG, I'll most likely, if I queue retail and I queue Cataclysm at the same time, more likely I will get a match on Cataclysm before. I will be making maybe a video like comparison, why not, if I have time. But I'll be logging on my retail account and I'll be logging on my Cataclysm account and queue at the same time, and literally show you the queue time for both and which one has the fastest pop. Why not? I could do that. But for some reason, Cataclysm has more queue times, less queue times than retail, even in PvE. If I'm queuing like, I don't know which thing I can queue. I can queue, for example, Elemental Rune Protocol. Why not? as a DPS, not as a healer, because then it's cute. It's 8 minutes average, but I know that it's sometimes lower, and yes, sometimes it's a bit higher, but often it pops around the 5 minutes. 5 minutes as a DPS, which is very, very good for just a dungeon. If you try to do Q as a DPS in a dungeon, for example, for heroics, which nobody queues for in retail, then you're not going to be met with a dungeon. But the same for like, I don't know why they didn't implement Mythic Zero or Mythic Plus into a queue time. They should do that so people can queue up Mythic Plus and enjoy. But that's again discussion on another day. I'm also not a PvEer, so in the big grand scheme of things, I don't really care. If they actually made PvP a queuable experience, which is like an instant play, I would do that every single day. If you could give me random BGs where I get a 2 minute queue and I'm in, just give it to me. But they don't, because again, I don't know, there is maybe a matchmaking behind where they try to like matchmake skill level based, so a fresh account doesn't meet someone that has a honor level 5000, for example. I don't know why they do that, but it feels like that. It feels like I can queue up for every single PvP mode, so random BG, solo QRBG, solo shuffle, and nothing will be popping after 15 minutes. That's how I feel, and that's how I see. That's why I have a lot of time to just like level on classic, because literally it's not popping. So I have time to do dungeons, I have time to do like walking, I have time to do hit mobs, and still have no queue pop, and that's really, really weird. But that's beside the point. I don't want to like again do a rant about it, because it is how it is. The game is how it is, and I'm not going to change it. It just is retail at this point. Retail is Q time tail, anyways. So Cataclysm, I found it very fun. I found it very relaxing to play. And some people are going to say, but Togray, this is nostalgia. This is not a real game. And you yourself said like it has no balancing, so real no future. And that's true. It has no future. Like Cataclysm, the truth is, it's a stagnant mode. Your tier list from season one, like season one Cataclysm to season 4 Cataclysm, is going to be the same, because there is no balancing. A hunter is like an MM hunter is going to be as strong right now as in season 4. Some classes have benefits from legendaries, for example, the rogues with legendary daggers, or for example, Balzrud with the legendary staff, which I don't have. This can change the tier list slightly, but realistically, nothing changes on the spells, nothing changes on the utility, nothing changes on the talent trees, nothing changes at all. So your class is going to be the same from A to Z, and that's why I quit. I stopped at Cataclysm because there was SOD coming out. I think coming out at that point. There was, I think, yeah. It came out at the same time as SOD, pretty much. So I played SOD. I played then also retail because The War Within was going to come out. You had Dragonflight as well at the same time, and The War Within a bit further down the line. So I kind of played like maybe 1 month Cataclysm, and then I stopped. And now, when I look back, I kind of regret not playing a bit more, because I found it quite fun to play. Like even arenas and like the PvP in general, it feels like more of my type of gameplay. And even though I do love retail gameplay, I, for some reason, enjoy really much Cataclysm. And the truth is, it's not nostalgia for me. That's also something I already point out. Like I stopped playing Cataclysm back in the day as well. So when Cataclysm came out, it was, I don't know, 2010, 2011. That was the few first years of League of Legends, and I was also part of it. I played season 1, season 2, season 3 of League of Legends, and then you had also Mists of Pandaria coming out around that time as well. So I didn't play Cataclysm. I played like a bit of Cataclysm with my friends on arenas, and then we found a free game, which again, if you're a student and your parents were not always keen to pay for the subscription, well, you had a free game with League of Legends, and we were first scared because we thought it was maybe a virus, etc., because it was very, very like infant time, right? The League of Legends that you know right now is not the same as before. Like the launcher was not the same as well. So we played League of Legends and we enjoyed it and we kept on playing it. And once Mists of Pandaria came out, we played a lot of Mists of Pandaria because that was a very good expansion as well. So The real nostalgia for me in any classic expansion would be Mist of Pandaria, because that would be the time where I was actually playing a lot of PvP, even a lot of PvE. So that's the truth. Cataclysm is not nostalgia for me. So what I'm doing right now is brand new. And again, brand new is a big word. I already know all the things I need to do. I know that I will have to gear up, to do raids, to do also this stuff if I really want to be competitive. You have conquest, you have honor. They even like conquest was not something in Cataclysm, guys. This didn't exist if I'm not mistaken. Like you had honor, but this you didn't have it back in the day, and that's something I really wanted in Wrath of the Lich King, but they didn't do that. And I really wish to do that for next Wrath of the Lich King, like have conquest points instead of arena points, because I detested the fact that if you miss 5 weeks, you cannot catch up, like regardless, and that's even worse than FOMO, right? You cannot really possibly catch up even if you're playing day and night. So that's why I kind of dropped off of Wrath of the Lich King as well at the end, but I find Cataclysm such a good base of the game for retail. Like the numbers are normal. You have 111k. My Starfire can crit for 30k. 30k. Now, if you're critting on Starfire, like let's say you're doing one of the biggest crits in retail on Starfire, you're doing 2 million, guys. My warrior yesterday at the retail soul shuffle, I won the soul shuffle lobby 4-2. My biggest more strike was 3 million on a mage. It's stupid numbers. Like it should go back to normal numbers. It should be realistic again. Like this feels like Diablo sometimes, the World Thin. Like I don't like that, and I wish it was not like this. But whatever. You see, it popped already. Like I don't even know how long the queue time was. What else to say? I played also a lot of SOD these days. I actually also enjoy it. I can't really say why. There is no real reason. I was playing with friends, and at the end, I enjoy SOD, and which is weird because I also enjoy classic. And some people say, classic, fresh is not really compatible with SOD, but for me it was, and I actually had a lot of fun with SOD. And I'm also playing, I would say, the most fresh. Like I have a level 60 priest, a shadow priest, which is a meme. I have a level 35 warrior, a level 34 paladin. Pretty much I played the game. So I really enjoy my time. I really enjoy the fact that I have like such a good feel with the game. While on retail, I feel like sometimes I have to force myself, and a lot of people already told me to take a break, to do something else. And at the end, I did something else. I took a break, and the fact that I did take a break and come back is really hard, because I realized that the game that I want like retail to be is just maybe not possible. They need to revert a lot of stuff in PvP. They do need to do a lot of stuff in PvE to interest me. They need to change also how weapon works. Like I already said, like the weapon damage thing is, if weapon damage was a bit more interesting, like again, a two-handed conquest upgrade on retail is nowhere near the feeling of a two-handed conquest upgrade on Cataclysm, and nowhere near the upgrade on Classic. If you get like Born Reaver's Edge from Classic, MC Ragnaros on the warrior, and you're doing a more strike, your damage is going to be significantly different than if you're doing a two-handed, like let's say Arcanite Reaper. It's just different. It hits different, it feels different, and every single upgrade feels really good. And that's what I want from retail. I want gear to matter again. And that's weird because you're hearing a PvPer say that gear shouldn't matter, but that's the truth. The thing is, if I want to have like gear not matter, I would not play World of Warcraft. I would be playing anything else, like League of Legends. I stopped League of Legends because it's, again, they changed too much past the point of what it was, League of Legends, to me. And the retail starts to be like this as well. I think the hero tons is a cool addition, but what they should have done is probably advanced classes instead of hero tons, like literally new things. They didn't do that, which is fine because it's a lot of work. Maybe they will do that in the future. But at the end, the fun is just not here anymore. So you will catch me on Cataclysm a bit more. You will catch me on Classic a bit more, on SOD a bit more. I have my second channel for Classic content. Now I might do like Cataclysm Mists of Pandaria content on this channel. Until maybe they change retail to a point where I accept to play retail a bit more and not feel sick once I play retail, because right now the queue times are long. It is what it is, I accept that, but the gameplay itself is fun, but bloat and bloat and bloat, and that itself kind of made me realize that I actually don't like retail too much right now. So it's fine that some people do like, it's fine that some people are upset with me saying that. It's fine that some people are going to say that I am a boomer or whatever. I'm like 29, I become 30 years old in February, literally. But I found myself having more fun with Cataclysm, with Classic, with SOD than retail. And whenever I queue up on retail, again, I may say that I have two accounts. So I have a retail account and I have a Classic account. I'm playing way more my Classic account than my retail account, even whenever I'm queuing up for social for Soul RPG, because it doesn't pop. It just simply doesn't pop to me. So yeah, again, thank you for watching the video. I really appreciate you. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet, and we will catch each other probably soon in the next video. Have a great day.